morning you guys, it's Karen and I have got all of my Alex Steinherr crossed Primark empties and I've had plenty of time to try them out for you guys, so you can see that some of them are not very much used, so this is definitely an empties and fails. So yeah, I'll just go through them and tell you what I think of them and what I would or would not purchase again. To be honest with you, there's not many items that I would purchase again. Okay, so let me just start grabbing things. This first one is the Maximum Moisture Micellar Cleansing Gel. It was £5. This is the one I was most excited to try, to be honest with you, because you guys know I love a micellar water and I also love cleansers or makeup removers that work without water. I prefer to sit on the couch, use cotton pads or wipes or something to remove my makeup without having to be in the shower or whatever, and that's what this is. You are supposed to just put it on a cotton pad and wipe over your face. This says there's no need to rinse, that it removes all makeup, but I found that it didn't remove all makeup. It certainly wouldn't remove my eye makeup, and even with my face makeup I found that I had to drag the cotton pad across my face a bit, unless I used a lot of product and then it was just kind of slipping around my face, and I had to use quite a lot to get my makeup off. What I also then found was that I had a residue on my face, and what it made me think of is, you know how I like to use micellar water as a kind of toner, but a lot of you guys feel that you've got a residue on your face and you like to rinse micellar water off, and that's what I felt like with this. It didn't feel like my face was clean after using this, but neither did it even feel like a good makeup remover, because if it did I would have used this and followed it with a micellar water toner type product. So this is a big fail for me, and like I said, it's such a fail that I couldn't even use it. I used it a few times and I just thought this is just too much hard work, so that is a fail for me, unfortunately. Next is the Pore Balance Low pH Sulfur Free Cleanser. So this is one that you use in the bath or shower, and is a makeup remover slash cleanser. Not my favourite obviously, because like I said, it's not my favourite way to remove makeup, but this one is, it's nice. There's nothing amazing about it, there's nothing terrible about it, it's just very ordinary. You know, it has no scent, which is good, it has no fragrance. I should have said all of these products have great ingredients. There's no ingredients that I have any issues with at all. There's no fragrance or alcohol in any of these products. And it was fine, but it got to wherever it is and I thought, I'm just struggling to use this up, because my preferred way, if I am going to remove makeup or use a kind of cleanser in the bath and shower, is to use an oil. You know, one of those oils that turns into a milky cleanser. That's my preferred way. That's something that I enjoy. Whereas this, I was just kind of forcing myself to use it and I thought that's silly. So that's as much as I'm going to use of that one. But like I said, if you prefer a kind of gel cleanser, then this would be great, and it would be good for sensitive skin. Hopefully this doesn't come across too negative, because a lot of these products, like with that, it's just my personal preferences. Probably the same with this next product. This is the Pore Balance Super Detox Clay Mousse Face Mask. I really like this and I am going to keep this. So it isn't an empty and it isn't a fail, but it will take me a very, very long time to use this. I think if I still had oily skin, I have had very oily skin for most of my life, but for the last couple of years my skin has been more dry. But if I had oily skin I probably would have been way down in this, but I don't. I have dry skin, and so I don't have really a use for this as much as I used to, but I've used it a couple of times to kind of test it out, and it's really nice. It feels very, very lightweight. It feels really nice. Your skin feels very, very clean afterwards, you know, so I probably use it now and then just as a kind of deep clean. And I did really enjoy using that. It is very nice. And for £5, you know, I like the fact that you get it in this nice dispenser that you can use as much or as little as you want, as opposed to buying, like, you know, sachets or anything like that. So I did really enjoy that. Next is the Pollution Solution Daily Skin Starter. This is a product that did absolutely nothing for me. I think this is supposed to be like a primer. It's a gel product. And I read about it at the time, and I think it was, the idea is you put it on your skin underneath, not a primer, but you put it on underneath makeup, I'm sure. I'm not confusing it with another product, am I? Oh, that's the eye mask. No, I'm pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, that's what it was. You put it on And I just didn't find that this added anything to my routine, certainly nothing that I could feel. You know, it says that it's a pollution solution, so I can't see anything in there that would give you any more protection than, you know, putting on a foundation. It sinks in. It doesn't feel, again, there's nothing horrible about it. There's nothing bad about it. I just didn't find it added anything. I just couldn't see any purpose for this in my routine. So this pollution solution daily skin starter didn't do anything for me. Let me find a product that I like because I feel like I'm being negative. This is the Plump and Glow. So I thought I picked up the wrong product there. Plump and Glow Serum in Cream Moisturizer. And you can see that I did like that because I used every bit of it. And this is one that I would repurchase. So Serum in Cream Moisturizer. This is one that I would use again as a night cream. It feels really luxurious. Felt lovely going on. I haven't demonstrated me putting these products on in this video because in the video where I reviewed all of these, I did demonstrate every single one of them. So I'll link to that video in case you want to see any of them being applied. But this one just felt lovely. I love this pump dispenser, and yes, I would definitely buy this again. It was just a real moisturising, luxury feeling moisturiser, but not greasy feeling. But didn't leave my skin feel tight. I think it would be good for any skin type. So it's the Serum Plump and Glow Serum in Cream Moisturiser, and I used it as a night cream. So I would repurchase that one. This is the Maximum Moisture Lock-In Everyday Moisturiser. There's a little bit left in this, but this is another of those products, kind of like this Pore Balance, that it's nice. There's nothing I can say bad about it, but there's nothing amazing about it. And as I've said, and you're probably bored of hearing, my skincare routine, my evening skincare time is my me time, and I want it to feel luxurious. And this just feels a bit blah. I put it on and think, yeah, it feels okay. You know, there's nothing about the packaging, nothing about the product, nothing about how my skin felt. It all just, there was luxury. It all just felt very, very ordinary. But if that's not important to you, if you just want something functional, then this is definitely functional. It did give me the moisture that I needed without any of the nasties in it at a good price. And so if that's what you're looking for, this will definitely supply that. So it is a good product. This next one is a huge fail. I just do not understand it, but I do know that somebody left a comment saying that they loved it, so this is just personal taste. This is the Plump and Glow Facial in a Stick. So this is the product. Mine is split in half, as you can see, or blocked off. So initially, I didn't realise you needed to mix this with water. It's not very clear, and so I was trying to put it over my face, and then I was like, right, how will I get this off? Because I expected it to be really, really oily and that it would just melt onto your skin. So I used a cotton pad with micellar water, tried to get it off. It wasn't working. Then I found out that you're supposed to put water on your face, then put this on your face. It still feels like I'm dragging it across my face. I just cannot get this to work out for me in any way, shape or form. Not even as a lip balm. It's just very hard, and it's very like sticky. It's just, to me, is a big fail for me, but like I said, I do know that somebody left a message saying that they loved it, so either I'm doing something wrong or it just doesn't suit me, and some people will love it. Next is the Pore Balance Blemish Rescue Stickers. I don't know if I bought these when I did that haul, because there is definitely a couple of things in here that I hadn't bought. These are salicylic acid and tea tree oil, and I am a big fan of blemish stickers. I don't often get blemishes nowadays, but whilst I was away from YouTube, probably from the whole stress of what was going on, I got some blemishes here. I've still even got red marks where they were, and so it was a good time to try these out and see what they were like, and they did absolutely nothing for me. And so after using them for 3 days and the spots actually getting bigger, I went back to using my hydrocolloid blemish dots, I think they're called. So hydrocolloid is something that's a bit more padded, and it will draw out any yuckiness and also take down any inflammation. These did neither of those things. They just did nothing for me, so unfortunately they were a fail for me. But again, some people have success with salicylic acid stickers like that, so if you do, then these are a good price. They're £3 for, how many do you get in? It doesn't say, but there's a packet of, I think there's 2 lots of 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. So I think there's 24 dots in there. Next is the oil-free gel hydrator. And you can probably see that this is quite full. So this is another fail for me. It's a product that feels amazing going on. It's something that I think I would have loved when I had oily skin. I think I would have really enjoyed this as a night cream because it feels beautiful. But when I used this, it just feels like my skin just feels extremely tight. And so I could use it underneath something, but since it's called a hydrator, it's not a serum, it's not providing anything else except it's supposed to provide hydration, so it would be pointless to me to use this and then use something else. And so again, I don't have any use for it, but that doesn't make it a fail in general. That makes it a fail for me, and it's just because I don't currently have oily skin. So like I said, I think if you've got oily skin, you might really enjoy this, as long as your skin isn't also dehydrated, because like I said, it did make my skin feel very, very tight and didn't provide any hydration at all, but it does feel really, really nice. Next is the Sleep Spa Every Night Eye Mask. This nearly converted me to using an eye mask or an eye cream. This is kind of a sort of gel cream that you put underneath your eyes, and it feels so lovely, and it feels very, very hydrating, but I didn't notice any difference. Now that I've come to the end of this and I've used it up, I didn't notice any difference under my eyes, and I've never really been somebody to use a separate eye cream unless I'm testing something like this. I've never found any reason to use a separate eye cream, so I'm not going to jump to buy this, but if ever I'm in there buying some things, I would consider buying it. I might buy it as a kind of treat, but it's not something that would be part of my everyday routine. But I did really enjoy using it, actually. It was lovely. It felt really lovely underneath my eyes. Obviously underneath my eyes, that's where it was meant to go. Next is this Maximum Moisture Hydration on the Go. This is just a little tube that's kind of like a lip balm, and I remember seeing Alex Steinherr in the video saying that this was wonderful when you were out and about, if your skin was really hydrated, to put, I'm assuming she meant on top of makeup. She said you can be out and about and you can just like put it under your eyes, and I would just find that really weird to put this on top of makeup. Another way you can use it is to mix it in with a moisturizer. So you could mix it in with something like this Maximum Moisture. So I did try it that way. Or you can use it on its own underneath a moisturizer. So I've tried it in those different ways. And in fact, I tried it out underneath, where is that gel? Oh, this is it, yeah. I tried it out underneath this oil-free gel hydrator. Do you remember I said I thought this would be really good for oily skin, but it made my skin feel tight, and so I thought, well, that's a great way to try this Maximum Moisture Hydration on the Go and see if that stops my skin feeling tight, and it's maybe a way I can use the both of these. It didn't make my skin feel any different using it underneath this, this is just one of those unnecessary products for me. Unfortunately, I wouldn't use it on top of makeup. I feel like a product should provide enough moisture without you needing to add something else in it. Otherwise, you've not bought the right product. And again, if you need to put something on underneath it, you've perhaps not bought the right product. The only perhaps contradiction for me to that is, you know how I like to use the ordinary sunscreen, but it makes my skin feel tight. I use it in the morning, and so I use products underneath it so that my skin doesn't feel tight. So you could say, well, that means you haven't bought the right product, you know, listen to my own advice. The reason for that is I'm still searching for that perfect SPF that isn't a nano sunscreen, that isn't tinted, that doesn't leave a white cast, that isn't grey, that doesn't have chemicals, that, you know, all that kind of thing. And that reminded me that I did actually try it underneath that as well, and still my skin felt tight. So this to me isn't a great product. If you've had a great experience with this, please do leave that in the comments, because obviously I don't know whether that's just me or whether it just doesn't work as it should. The next two products you guys didn't see in my haul because I wasn't able to get a hold of them, and it's these two Sleep Spa products. They're ones that I really wanted, but they weren't available in my Primark at the time. The first one is the Sleep Spa Sleeping Face Mask, and everybody was raving about this. I really, really enjoy this. This is neither an empty nor a fail because I haven't had it long enough to use up, because I've tried this, I've used it about 3 nights, I think, and then I've got some other things that you'll see in other hauls that I've been trying, but I really do like this and I'm looking forward to using it again. It's just a really nice, very thin, it almost looks like a cleansing lotion, but it feels very moisturising, but very lightweight, which is, I find that's unusual to get something lightweight, you know, non-greasy, but doesn't give you a tight feeling, like really makes your skin feel moisturised. And it feels really, really lovely, silky, luxurious, and I just love these little tubes with the pump on the end. I really, really enjoy that, so I like that. And the second thing that I bought is this, and I actually bought 2 of these, and I'm nearly finished the second one. This is the Sleep Spa Overnight Lip Mask. I adore it, but it's not very good at moisturising my lips, so it's a bit of a weird one. It feels like cream. That's what it looks like. I wasn't expecting it to have a colour in it, but it doesn't colour your lips actually when you rub it in. Well, I suppose it must do slightly, as it does on my hand there. It feels like silk. It's, you know how I used to love the Dior, was it Dior? Balm de Rose or something like, no, that's the by Terry, isn't it? Anyway, there was one that I loved. That one is like a sort of liquid version of that. It just feels amazing going on your lips. But the reason I've nearly gone through 2 already is because it feels amazing, and literally about 10 minutes later I'm like, oh, my lips feel dry, I need to use it again, I need to use it again, I need to use it again. There's another lip balm that I've bought that I will be showing you in a haul that I use and think, oh, that feels quite nice, but it actually feels a lot drier than this. But I don't then need to put lip balm on for 2 or 3 hours. This, I literally need to put it on every 10 minutes or so, but I love the feeling. It's something you'll get addicted to, you know. It's one of those lip balms that makes your lips addicted to it, I think. But it does feel really, really nice. I've never used it. I've never had it on my bedside and used it at night and seen how my lips feel in the morning. But like I said, it's almost drying my lips out more. It's certainly not keeping them moisturised. So let me kind of summarise that. If you have got oily skin, I would recommend that you try the Pore Balance Mousse face mask, the detox face mask, and possibly the Blemish rescue stickers, and also this oil-free gel hydrator if you haven't also got dehydrated skin. If you like a gel cleanser, I would say try the Pore Balance cleanser. Any type of skin, I would say, would enjoy either the Sleep Spa sleeping face mask or the Plump and Glow serum and cream moisturizer. Either of these, I would say, can be used as a night cream, which is what a sleeping face mask is basically. The serum and cream moisturizer is just a little bit thicker. This one's a little bit lighter, so it depends on your preference of kind of texture. If you like an eye cream or an eye sort of, this is like a gel cream, I think that one's really good. And if you're looking for just a basic moisturizer, this Maximum Moisture is pretty good. Lovely lip cream, but you'll need to buy a stack of them because I think you'll go through them a lot. And I think that's everything that I would recommend. Yeah, I would not recommend the Hydration on the Go, the Micellar, the Daily Skin Starter, or this facial in a stick. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me tell you what I have got on. This hair dye, I will link it in the description. I'm struggling with my words. Somebody noticed in my last video my voice was a bit shaky, and I think it's just from these headaches. And I am doing a video on my coping mechanisms for my headaches and migraines, but it will go on my Mrs. Ginger and her dog channel most likely. But it has affected me in that my head just feels full, is the only way I can explain it. Full and foggy, until I feel like I need my head to clear, and so there's a bit of a hangover from all of these headaches, and they're not going away. I'm spending most afternoons in bed. And so I'd put like 2018 on my empties when it was 2019, things like that, and like I said, my voice was a bit shaky. Why did I start telling you that? See, I've forgotten why I was telling you that. But what I was going to try and do was tell you at what number wash I was, if I could remember. So for example, this is the, what colour is it? I did show you it in the last one. Scott Cornwall Deep Red, that's what this is. It's a wash in, wash out. I've washed my hair. I washed it last night, and that was the first time I've washed it. So you can see a bit of the colour has come out here, and it's not quite as red, but there's still a lot of red kind of here. So this is after one wash. I'm just going to try and put in the description this is one wash, and then the next time I do a video this is 2 or 3 washes or whatever, you know, because I think it's interesting to see how quickly the colour lasts, and when I think it's back to my natural colour. Makeup wise, I thought I would do a matte eye look because I'm often getting people telling me that I shouldn't be wearing shimmers. Not that that will change. I will be continuing to wear a shimmer eyeshadow because I love it. But this is a Bare Minerals pigment called Soul. It's one that I adore and have loved for years. It's so beautiful. And then I used the Too Faced natural, I don't know whether it's called natural mattes, you know, they're little tins. It's that. I just use that for the sort of crease colour and outer corner, etc. On my cheeks is Urban Decay blush in Rapture. On my lips is Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita. I think that's everything. Earrings at River Island. Jumper is from Zara. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.